Deepak ji, I don't make enough money. Should I come to Wealth Summit or should I join a financial coaching program? This is perhaps one of the most common questions I get asked, especially when people are thinking about coming to Wealth Summit or they're thinking about coming to financial coaching program. So let me share my thoughts on that without sounding like a salesperson, because obviously I run the coaching program. We organize the Wealth Summit. So it is in my best interest to have you go there. So let's please put that aside just for a second, right? Put on a hat, just assume just for a minute that I am looking out for your best interest and I am trying to answer that question without being biased, although I do understand that why that might be hard to believe. But if we can just put that aside for a second, so hear me out. So your problem is what? Your problem is you're struggling with cash flow. Your problem is you're not making enough money, right? That's the problem. That's the real problem. Your problem is not to come to the Wealth Summit. Your problem is not joining the coaching program. Those are not your problem. Your problem is you're not able to generate cash flow. You're not able to save. You're not able to grow your wealth. Those are the real problems. So what should be the solutions for those problems? Well, the solutions for those problems should be is you should improve your knowledge. You should start practicing. If you don't have money, no big deal. You don't need money to practice these days. You can practice with fake money. You can practice with piece and paper, right? You can, for example, once you learn how to properly invest, you can write down a stock ticker on a paper and just wait 6 months, a year and see how did you do. Slowly, your analysis will start to get better. And once you have spent maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years doing that, then you can go ahead and start investing. Now, let's reverse it for a second. Let's say you don't come to Wealth Summit, you don't join the coaching program, you do not spend time and energy on learning all these things, and you just wait. Let's say a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. Now, somehow you got a better job. You are making some extra money. You have some extra cash flow. But the real problem is still there, right? You don't have the knowledge to able to leverage what you have to grow it. So now you go out there, use that money and you invest or you do other things. And maybe some days you make money, some days you lose money because you're still either, gambling or you're taking too much risk because you don't understand how to look at all those things. So I hope I'm making sense to you. So my advice to you would be is don't focus too much on what your current situation, not so relevant. What you should focus on how to improve the knowledge. If you come with that mindset, whether you're coming to Wealth Summit, whether you're coming to the coaching program, I think you're going to get more out of that. Versus if you start, considering yourself that, oh, I don't make enough money, and the guy sitting right next to you might be making $1 million a year, and you will be hesitant to learn from them or connect with them because you see that gap. At the end of the day, we're just humans. Anybody who is making $1 million a year today, perhaps at one time made $100 a week or something. Yeah, right. We all started somewhere, and slowly we accumulated the knowledge. Slowly we start gaining experience. We made some mistakes. We got better at it, and we got to where we are by going through that journey. So that's my take on it. I hope I hope that makes sense to you. But if you want to debate it, if you don't agree with that, or you feel like there's another point of view, then please do share, right? But I think as far as I'm concerned, if I make no money, I would still come to Wealth Summit. I would still join the coaching program. Obviously the only question is how do you pay for it? That's another problem that we can work on solving, right? That's a second problem. But your question here is whether you should come if you don't make enough money. Then the answer is yes, you should come. I think you can get a lot of knowledge, a lot of value out of it that you can use to grow your wealth in 2026. So I hope you find this information helpful, and I'll see you at the Wealth Summit.